#1 responsible for all of these hate culture and hate curriculum taking place, not just in Gaza and the West Bank, not just in Pakistan and Afghanistan, indoctrinating these children, but they have poured millions and millions into mosques, which in turn become madrasa schools as well, all over the world. So why are we so surprised?
Yeah.
That's where we should stop it, right there, the hate culture. If we start giving these children hope and show them that there is a future for them, and really have them look at the true perpetrators, who are the Arab leaders. Those are the perpetrators who refused the existence of Israel. Had they not, they would have had a home by now, and they would have been resettled. Now, on the other hand, this is very interesting, Canada has absorbed thousands of people from around the world. Look at the Arab Palestinians here in this country. They are contributing to this society. They are, members of government officials. They don't look back. They are what they should be, which is, bona fide citizens of any country they've gone that is outside the Arab countries. Canada has done it, and they've been successful. United States, New Zealand, we have so many Palestinians live in California. The best restaurants, kids are going to school, they are excelling in universities, they're very bright, intelligent people, and they should have been given a chance. They were given a chance in other countries, and they made it in those countries. But the one group of people that refuses to integrate them and give them a chance is their own brothers and sisters. Think about it.
So that's part of the solution you're suggesting. That's part of the solution you're suggesting for the Palestinian refugees. But getting back to your own organization,
yes.
What actionable steps would you like to see? How would you like to see these refugees recognized? Are you looking at possibly getting compensation from the Arab countries for property that was destroyed, confiscated, for the death and destruction that took place? What sort of
what Gina seeks is recognition. We want that when the time comes that Israel, and whether it's the quartet or whoever is going to be part of the negotiation, when they sit down and they talk about the rights of Palestinians, and we believe the rights of Palestinians need to be addressed, then we want our own issue of Jewish refugees to be addressed as well. This may take different forms, may take form of what we call redress. In fact, Orwin Cutler, who is the former Minister of Justice here in Canada, has been a very strong advocate for the rights of Jews from the Arab countries. And he talks about rights and redress because this could take a form of some international fund, for example, where certain monies are put there, and then the Jews from Arab countries have not necessarily claimed that they want their possessions to be brought back, and some of them do and some of them don't, but it's not really in an official form because the Arab nations have been claiming that this has nothing to do with the Palestinian issue. Well, it does and it doesn't, because in a way it was an exchange of population. It was the Arab leaders who decided that the Palestinians, with the Palestinians, that Israel should not be accepted, and therefore created the Jewish refugees. So they should take responsibility. And the other, what Jimena wants to do is we want to tell the story, counterbalance this whole narrative, because in order to get a fair and just solution to this peace process, we have to recognize that there was harm and pain caused to the Jews. And until we do that, there cannot be reconciliation. And a healing process needs to take place. And the other thing what we are working on, we just launched it very successfully, is to do a visual history of the Jews who actually, such as myself, who came and had, who has to tell their story on video, just like Spielberg did. It was a very successful, and we're learning from the Spielberg Foundation. We're learning from the Shaw Foundation. We're learning from our brothers and sisters, the Ashkenazi Jews, how they did it, because we failed to do it at the time that we should have done it. And but I was very encouraged by coming to Vancouver, how the students at the King David High School were very, very enthusiastic about possibly starting a project in which the students themselves would interview local Jews from their countries and make a video out of it. And I think this would create a template that we can go and use for other high schools. And of course, what Jimena wants is volunteers. We want people to go into our website, Jimena, JIMENA.org, and click and not just tell us your story, but if you're not from your country, you can be very helpful in helping us interview these subjects. Many of you can give us a forum to speak, whether it's a church or a club or a university. We want to tell our story. We have a film that was produced and made by a group based in Boston called The David Project, and it's called The Forgotten Refugees. This film has been translated in 6 languages, including Arabic, and we're happy to give it to the Arab-speaking community here and anywhere in the world, so that they can learn about their own history, because part of their Jewish populations was part of their history.